At a stop sign there is no stop line or crosswalk. You must stop. A. Before you enter the intersection. B. After you enter the intersection, if you have a clear view of traffic on the intersecting roadway. C. At the next crosswalk. And the answer is A. Before you enter the intersection. A driver cuts off another vehicle or threatens another motorist or a pedestrian. These are examples of A. Excessive driving. B. Defensive driving. C. Road rage. And the answer is C. Road rage. U-turns in business districts are A. Legal whenever oncoming vehicles are not a hazard. B. Legal only at intersections, unless a sign prohibits them. C. Always illegal. And the answer is B. Legal only at intersections, unless a sign prohibits them. Which of the following will help you to avoid being hit from behind? A. Decreasing your following distance. B. Changing lanes frequently. C. Merge into another lane. And the answer is C. Merge into another lane. A broken white line. A. Means passing or crossing is prohibited in that lane. B. Marks the right edge of the roadway. C. Separates two lanes traveling in the same direction. And the answer is C. Separates two lanes traveling in the same direction. Does a vehicle prepared to enter a traffic circle or rotary have the right of way over the vehicles in the circle? A. No. Vehicles already in the circle have the right of way. B. Yes, but only if they are entering the rotary from the right lane. C. Yes. And the answer is A. No. Vehicles already in the circle have the right of way. A flashing red light means A. The light will soon change to steady red. B. Drive with caution. C. The same as a stop sign. And the answer is C. The same as a stop sign. What shape is a railroad advance warning sign? A. Pentagon. B. Round. C. Crossbuck. And the answer is B. Round. You see a vehicle approaching from the rear. When you check your mirror again to change lanes, you no longer see the vehicle. You should A. Turn your signal on and change lanes slowly. B. Look over your shoulder to be sure the vehicle isn't in your blind spot. C. Check your outside mirror to see if the vehicle is in your blind spot. And the answer is B. Look over your shoulder to be sure the vehicle isn't in your blind spot. A red arrow pointing to the right on a traffic light means you may A. Turn in that direction after you come to a complete stop. B. Turn in that direction after slowing and checking traffic. C. Not turn in that direction until the light turns green. And the answer is C. Not turn in that direction until the light turns green. Which of the following is true about safety belts? A. They can reduce injuries and deaths. B. They can trap you inside a vehicle. C. They are not necessary when driving around town. And the answer is A. They can reduce injuries and deaths. You are driving on the freeway behind a large truck. You should drive A. Farther behind the truck than for a passenger vehicle. B. To the right side of the truck and wait to pass. C. Closer behind the truck than for a passenger vehicle. And the answer is A. Farther behind the truck than for a passenger vehicle. When can you drive using only your parking lights? A. On foggy days when visibility is low. B. 30 minutes after sunset or 30 minutes before sunrise. C. Under no circumstances. And the answer is C. Under no circumstances. A traffic sign with a red circle around and a slash over a symbol means A. The maneuver shown by the symbol is not allowed. B. The maneuver shown on the sign should be executed with extreme caution. C. Do not drive faster than the posted speed limit. And the answer is A. The maneuver shown by the symbol is not allowed. What should you do if you see smoke come from under the hood? A. Call the fire department and then pull off the road and park your vehicle. B. Try to fight the fire yourself. C. Pull off the road and park your vehicle. Turn off the ignition, get away from the car and call the fire department. And the answer is C. Pull off the road and park your vehicle. Turn off the ignition, get away from the car and call the fire department. You are going to make a left turn from a dedicated left turn lane when a yellow arrow appears for your lane. You should A. Be prepared to obey the next signal that appears. B. Stop and not turn under any circumstances. C. Speed up to get through the intersection. And the answer is A. Be prepared to obey the next signal that appears. Parking is not allowed. A. In a tunnel. B. On the roadside of a parked vehicle. C. All of the above. And the answer is C. All of the above. When sharing the road with a light rail vehicle, you A. May turn in front of an approaching light rail vehicle at an uncontrolled intersection. B. May not drive in the lane next to the light rail vehicle. C. Should monitor all traffic signals closely because light rail vehicles can interrupt traffic signals. And the answer is C. Should monitor all traffic signals closely because light rail vehicles can interrupt traffic signals. The 3-second rule applies to the space of your vehicle. A. To the sides. B. Ahead. C. In the back. And the answer is B. Ahead. Which of the following should not be done when driving near pedestrians? A. Drive on a sidewalk. B. Pass a vehicle that has stopped at a crosswalk. C. All of the above. And the answer is C. All of the above. You face a green light, but traffic on the other side of the intersection does not allow you to travel all the way through the intersection. What must you do? A. Wait for the next green light. B. Wait until traffic ahead clears, so you do not block the intersection. C. Enter the intersection and wait until traffic ahead clears. And the answer is B. Wait until traffic ahead clears, so you do not block the intersection. A flashing yellow light A. Warns drivers to proceed with caution. B. Is used at dangerous intersections. C. All of the above. And the answer is C. All of the above. BAC is expressed in A. Ounces of alcohol in your blood. B. Percentage of alcohol to blood. C. Percentage of blood to alcohol. And the answer is B. Percentage of alcohol to blood. You must yield to a pedestrian using a cane or guide dog. A. At all times. B. Only when a guide dog is leading the person across the street. C. Only if a crossing guard is present. And the answer is A. At all times. If you are leaving a parking lot, you A. Must turn either left or right only when it is safe. B. Have the right of way. C. Must yield to traffic before re-entering the road. And the answer is C. Must yield to traffic before re-entering the road. You should use turn signals to indicate your intention with sufficient time to allow other drivers to see the signal. A. Before you move. B. After you move. C. If it's raining. And the answer is A. Before you move. The first sign drivers see when approaching a highway rail intersection is usually A. A crosswalk sign. B. A speed limit sign. C. An advance warning sign. And the answer is C. An advance warning sign. The driver of an emergency vehicle that uses lights and a siren can legally A. Exceed the speed limit. B. Pass red lights. C. All of the above. And the answer is C. All of the above. You want to turn left at an intersection ahead. A car reaches the intersection from the opposite direction and moves straight ahead. You A. Must wait for the car to go through before you turn. B. May not enter the intersection to prepare for your left turn if the light is green. C. Can turn left. You have the right of way. And the answer is A. Must wait for the car to go through before you turn. You should signal continuously while turning because it A. Is illegal to turn off your signal before completing a turn. B. Is always unsafe to turn off a signal before completing a turn. C. Lets other drivers know what your intentions are. And the answer is C. Lets other drivers know what your intentions are. When you are merging onto the freeway, you should be driving A. The posted speed limit for traffic on the freeway. B. 10 to 15 miles per hour slower than the traffic on the freeway. C. At or near the same speed as the traffic on the freeway. And the answer is C. At or near the same speed as the traffic on the freeway. On freezing, wet days, which of the following roadways is most likely to be slippery? A. Roadways on bridges and overpasses. B. Roadways near the top of hills. C. Country roads. And the answer is A. Roadways on bridges and overpasses. While driving, you should not A. Follow the vehicle ahead very closely. B. Allow space between your vehicle and the vehicle ahead. C. Scan the surroundings. And the answer is A. Follow the vehicle ahead very closely. You must stop at the intersection ahead. Just before the intersection, you have to cross railroad tracks. You should stop before you cross the railroad tracks when A. You don't have room to completely cross the tracks. B. The crossing is located in a city or town with frequent train traffic. C. You transport 2 or more children in a passenger vehicle. And the answer is A. You don't have room to completely cross the tracks. During darkness, bicyclists must have A front lamp emitting a yellow light visible from a distance of 100 feet. B. A rear red reflector visible from a distance of 500 feet. C. A white reflector on the bicyclist's helmet. And the answer is B. A rear red reflector visible from a distance of 500 feet. You should allow more space in front of your vehicle when following large trucks because A. If you follow too closely, you will get caught in the wind draft caused by the truck. B. The extra space allows you to see around the truck. C. Their heavier weight allows them to stop more quickly than you. And the answer is B. The extra space allows you to see around the truck. If your accelerator becomes stuck, you should A. Turning the ignition off while the vehicle is moving. B. Not apply the brakes. Ease off the gas pedal and straighten the front wheels. C. Shift to neutral, apply the brakes, and try to drive the car safely off the road. And the answer is C. Shift to neutral, apply the brakes, and try to drive the car safely off the road. You can drive off the road to pass another vehicle. A. If the vehicle ahead is turning left. B. If there are 2 or more lanes traveling in your direction. C. Under no circumstances. And the answer is C. Under no circumstances. It is a very windy day. You are driving and a dust storm blows across the freeway, reducing your visibility. You should drive slower and turn on your A. Interior lights. B. Headlights. C. Parking lights. And the answer is B. Headlights. While waiting to turn left, you should keep your wheels pointed straight ahead until it is safe to turn. Why? A. If your wheels are pointed to the left, and a vehicle hits you from behind, you could be pushed into oncoming traffic. B. If you change your mind, the wheels will be already pointing in the right direction. C. It is easier to deactivate your anti-lock system. And the answer is A. If your wheels are pointed to the left, and a vehicle hits you from behind, you could be pushed into oncoming traffic. You may not park your vehicle A. On the side of the freeway in an emergency. B. Within 100 feet of an elementary school. C. Next to a red painted curb. And the answer is C. Next to a red painted curb. While all of the following are dangerous to do while driving, which is also illegal? A. Listening to music through a set of dual headphones. B. Reading a road map. C. Adjusting your outside mirrors. And the answer is A. Listening to music through a set of dual headphones. Which of these statements about drugs and traffic is true? A. Even over-the-counter drugs can impair your driving. B. Any prescription drug is safe to use if you don't feel drowsy. C. Only illegal drugs can impair your driving. And the answer is A. Even over-the-counter drugs can impair your driving. At intersections without stop or yield signs, you must A. Yield to the vehicle or bicycle that arrives first. B. Treat the intersection as if it was a roundabout. C. Yield to the vehicle on your left if it reaches the intersection at the same time as you. And the answer is A. Yield to the vehicle or bicycle that arrives first. What do pennant-shaped signs indicate? A. A school crossing. B. A no passing zone. C. Yield. And the answer is B. A no passing zone. Once in the roundabout, drivers travel A. In a counterclockwise direction. B. In a clockwise direction. C. In both directions. And the answer is A. In a counterclockwise direction. What is a likely effect when you take another drug while you drink alcohol? A. There are no effects, unless the drug is prescription only. B. If the drug is over the counter, there are no effects. C. The effects of the alcohol and the drug are enhanced. And the answer is C. The effects of the alcohol and the drug are enhanced. When following a motorcycle, drivers must remember that motorcycles can, than other vehicles. A. Accelerate much faster. B. Stop much more quickly. C. Stop much more slowly. And the answer is B. Stop much more quickly. BAC is A. The acronym for beer accumulation. B. The number of ounces of alcohol in your blood. C. The percentage of alcohol in your blood. And the answer is C. The percentage of alcohol in your blood. If it appears that a driver is going to pull out in front of you, the safest thing to do is A. Honk your horn and maintain your speed. B. Slow or stop your vehicle and use your horn. C. Use your horn and swerve into the next lane. And the answer is B. Slow or stop your vehicle and use your horn. You want to pass a bicyclist riding on the right edge of your lane. You A. Must not squeeze past the bicyclist. B. May not pass the bicyclist for any reason. C. Must honk your horn before passing the bicyclist. And the answer is A. Must not squeeze past the bicyclist. You are approaching an intersection. The traffic signal light is flashing red. What should you do? A. Cautiously continue driving through the intersection. B. Stop before entering. Wait for the green light before proceeding. C. Stop before entering, then proceed when safe. And the answer is C. Stop before entering, then proceed when safe. If an oncoming vehicle has started to turn left in front of you, A. Maintain your speed and take your right of way. B. Honk your horn to warn the driver and maintain your speed. C. Slow or stop to prevent a collision. And the answer is C. Slow or stop to prevent a collision. When the road is slippery, you should A. Pump your brakes. B. Brake suddenly carefully. C. Press your brakes in slow, steady strokes. And the answer is C. Press your brakes in slow, steady strokes. Alcohol. A. Improves your reaction time. B. Makes it easier to make correct decisions. C. Makes you less aware of what is happening to your driving abilities. And the answer is C. Makes you less aware of what is happening to your driving abilities. A vehicle suddenly cuts in front of you, creating a hazard. Which of these actions should you take first? A. Honk and step on the brake firmly. B. Swerve into the lane next to you. C. Take your foot off the gas pedal. And the answer is C. Take your foot off the gas pedal. Before crossing any railroad tracks, you must A. Make sure there is room for your vehicle on the other side. B. Look and listen for trains. C. All of the above. And the answer is C. All of the above. Two drivers reach an uncontrolled intersection at the same time. Who has the right of way? A. The driver on the right. B. The driver on the left. C. No one. And the answer is A. The driver on the right. If you drive at the posted speed limit, you can be given a speeding ticket. A. Under no circumstances. B. If you are carrying more than one passenger. C. If road or weather conditions require a slower speed. And the answer is C. If road or weather conditions require a slower speed. You must come to a full stop at a yield sign. A. Always. B. If traffic conditions require it. C. Never. And the answer is B. If traffic conditions require it. What is the main reason night driving is more difficult than daytime driving? A. The use of headlight is required by law. B. Driving within the range. C. Reduced visibility. And the answer is C. Reduced visibility. Driving under the influence of any medication which impairs your driving is permitted. A. Under no circumstances. B. If the medication was prescribed by a physician. C. If your car is regularly insured. And the answer is Under no circumstances. Who is most at risk? A. Drivers who are fatigued. B. Drivers who are driving on long, boring roads. C. All of the above. And the answer is C. All of the above. Your BAC depends on A. How much time passes between drinks. B. How much alcohol you drink. C. All of the above. And the answer is C. All of the above. Regulatory signs are A. Suggestions. B. Law. C. Warnings. And the answer is B. Law. When parking your vehicle on any hill, A. Your front wheels should be parallel to the road if there is no curb. B. Use your parking brake and leave the vehicle in gear or park. C. One of your rear wheels should touch the curb. And the answer is B. Use your parking brake and leave the vehicle in gear or park. It is illegal to leave a child, years or younger, unattended in a motor vehicle. A. 4. B. 8. C. 6. And the answer is C. 6. Drivers should check their rearview mirrors. A. Often to see how traffic is moving behind them. B. Only when slowing down. C. To see if a truck is in their blind spot. And the answer is A. Often to see how traffic is moving behind them. When you park, turn your front wheels toward the curb. A. Facing uphill. B. Facing downhill. C. On a level road. And the answer is B. Facing downhill. 3 of the most important times to check traffic behind you are before A. Backing, changing lanes, or slowing down quickly. B. Crossing intersections or following other vehicles. C. Backing, making a sharp turn, or crossing an intersection. And the answer is A. Backing, changing lanes, or slowing down quickly. If the roadway is wet and your vehicle starts to skid, you should A. Slow down by shifting to a lower gear. B. Slowly ease your foot off the gas pedal. C. Slow down by pumping the brakes quickly and firmly. And the answer is B. Slowly ease your foot off the gas pedal. Are drivers allowed to exceed the speed limit to pass other vehicles? A. Yes, but only if they drive with caution. B. No. C. Yes, but only by 10 miles per hour or less. And the answer is B. No. If a passenger under 16 years of age is not wearing his/her seatbelt, who may be cited? A. The driver. B. The passenger. C. The driver and all passenger. And the answer is A. The driver. Which of the following must you obey over the others? A. Police officer. B. Red light. C. Stop sign. And the answer is A. Police officer. Which of the following is true about vehicles displaying a diamond-shaped sign indicating hazardous load? A. They are not allowed to exceed 35 miles per hour. B. They are not allowed to drive on freeways. C. They must stop before crossing railroad tracks. And the answer is C. They must stop before crossing railroad tracks. When driving at night with no other vehicles ahead, a driver should use A. High beam lights. B. Low beam lights. C. Parking lights. And the answer is A. High beam lights. You are entering a roundabout with multiple lanes, and you need to turn right at the intersection. You must A. Choose either lane and exit in the lane you entered. B. Choose the right-hand lane and exit in the right-hand lane. C. Choose the left-hand lane and exit. And the answer is B. Choose the right-hand lane and exit in the right-hand lane. Allow extra space in front of your vehicle when following A. Station wagon. B. Motorcycle. C. Passenger vehicle. And the answer is B. Motorcycle. Blind spots around a large vehicle are than the blind spots around a car. A. Larger and deeper. B. Narrower and shorter. C. Less dangerous. And the answer is A. Larger and deeper. When you prepare to make a left turn from a one-way road into a one-way road, you must A. Move into the left lane, or to the left side of a single lane. B. Move into the right lane, or to the right side of a single lane. C. Move into the right lane, or to the left side of a single lane. And the answer is A. Move into the left lane, or to the left side of a single lane. If there is a deep puddle in the road ahead, drivers should A. Steer their vehicle around the water, if possible. B. Shift into neutral as they drive through the water. C. Maintain their speed and make it through the water. And the answer is A. Steer their vehicle around the water, if possible. On a freeway, drivers should look farther ahead than they normally would on a city street. A. Because it takes 500 feet to stop a vehicle on a freeway. B. In order to spot potential hazards and dangers ahead. C. Because there are multiple lanes. And the answer is B. In order to spot potential hazards and dangers ahead. Which of the following roadways freezes first when wet? A. Tunnels. B. Intersections. C. Bridges and overpasses. And the answer is C. Bridges and overpasses. You should not pass another vehicle. A. On a multi-lane one-way street. B. Where someone is likely to enter or cross the road. C. When a broken, yellow line is on the left side of your lane. And the answer is B. Where someone is likely to enter or cross the road. When driving on a slippery surface such as snow or ice. A. Pump your brakes to keep them from freezing. B. Shift to a low gear before going down steep hills. C. Maintain traction by following other vehicles closely. And the answer is B. Shift to a low gear before going down steep hills. Which of the following increases your chances of having a collision? A. Continuously changing lanes to pass other vehicles. B. Adjusting your rearview mirror before you start driving. C. Looking over your shoulder while making lane changes. And the answer is A. Continuously changing lanes to pass other vehicles. Normally are white rectangles with black letters or symbols. A. Warning signs. B. Destination signs, guide signs. C. Regulatory signs. And the answer is C. Regulatory signs. To make a right turn onto a two-way street from a two-way street, start in the right-hand lane and end in A. Any lane that is available. B. The left lane. C. The lane closest to the curb. And the answer is C. The lane closest to the curb. Warning signs are A. Triangular. B. Diamond-shaped. C. Rectangular. And the answer is B. diamond-shaped. Drivers must obey instructions from school crossing guards. A. During school hours only. B. Only in front of a school. C. At all times. And the answer is C. At all times. You are getting ready to make a right turn. You should A. Signal and turn immediately. B. Stop before entering the right lane and let all other traffic go first. C. Slow down or stop, if necessary, and then make the turn. And the answer is C. Slow down or stop, if necessary, and then make the turn. As you drive on the freeway, make sure A. Your directional signal goes off before you change lanes. B. To signal all lane changes. C. You cut off vehicles behind you when you change lanes. And the answer is B. To signal all lane changes. Drivers are required to obey instructions from A. Other drivers whose vehicles are broken down on the roadway. B. Security guards patrolling parking lots. C. Flaggers, signal persons, at construction sites. And the answer is C. Flaggers, signal persons, at construction sites. Roads are the most slippery. A. After it has been raining for an hour or more. B. The first rain after a dry spell. C. For the first 2 hours of a rainstorm. And the answer is B. The first rain after a dry spell. Drivers may need more space in front of their vehicle. A. When carrying a heavy load or pulling a trailer. B. When following motorcycles. C. All of the above. And the answer is C. All of the above. Your mirrors when you prepare to change lanes. A. Never depend on. B. Never use. C. Always rely on. And the answer is A. Never depend on. In areas with no pedestrian crosswalks or signals, pedestrians A. Should yield the right-of-way to vehicles before crossing. B. Have the right-of-way over motor vehicles, but not over bicycles. C. Should leave the curb as soon as possible to avoid being hit. And the answer is A. Should yield the right-of-way to vehicles before crossing. A large vehicle is backing up to unload goods. You should A. Try to pass close behind. B. Be patient and wait until the large vehicle has completed its backup maneuver. C. Enter one of the blind spots and wait. And the answer is B. Be patient and wait until the large vehicle has completed its backup maneuver. What should you do if your headlights suddenly go out? A. Ease your foot off the gas pedal and brake gently. B. Brake immediately and activate your emergency lights. C. Use your emergency lights, parking lights, or directional signals. And the answer is C. Use your emergency lights, parking lights, or directional signals. You should stop before crossing railroad tracks. A. If your vehicle has 3 or more axles. B. Anytime a train may be approaching, whether or not you can see it. C. Even when the railroad tracks are out of service. And the answer is B. Anytime a train may be approaching, whether or not you can see it.